Welcome to the Mindset Elevator, everybody. Your silence is making them paranoid. All right. They're not able to get a read on you. They're not able to effectively track you. They don't understand why you are not talking anymore or why they're not able to pick up on certain cues anymore. Like they feel like they're in the dark because you've cut off all contact. And probably rightfully so, because they may have done a lot of things that put you on edge initially, that made you feel compelled to change the way that you do things, to block them out, to shut them out, not to be malicious or cruel, but to preserve your peace, to preserve your integrity, your dignity, everything that you stand for, your moral compass, whatever it is. So now people feel like on edge about you not talking to them anymore. And they're going to do a lot of things. Let it be known if you feel like so far this premise is resonating with you. People are becoming more paranoid because they don't know what in the world you're planning next. Keeping in mind the tables have turned, the energy has shifted. So where they wanted you to be in the dark about what they were planning on you, and they wanted you to be the unsuspecting victim that fell into their trap, and now you're, in disarray, and now you're out of whack, and they can pounce and they can control you and do whatever. No, right? That energy has shifted, and now they're in a position where they're not hearing from you. They don't understand. Maybe it was something they did that was emotionally destructive towards you. And so when they keep pushing you, they're expecting you to lash out because maybe prior, that's how you used to respond. But now you're not responding anymore. They're being met with your stoic silence. Why are you so confident now? Why are you not speaking now? Why don't you have nothing to say? Why don't you have any choice words with them? Why aren't you going tit for tat? Why aren't you defending yourself? Like, even at the minimum, to defend, even if they don't want to believe in the moment that it would be a defensive thing, it's like, say something. But no, your silence is your truth. And they can't take that. They can't sit with that. It's not sitting well. You know what I mean? Let it be known in the comments. It's not sitting well with my enemies that I haven't made a sound. That's the predictability that they're expecting from you. They expect you to be up in arms and in their face and going back and forth like how it used to be. They were hoping to get intel on you, or even the flying monkeys to get intel on you by proxy, so that the ringleader or the perpetrator or perpetrators could get a read on you. They can get a feel of you. They can try to see what you're trying to do and how they can attack next, how they can come for you next. And even the flying monkeys are disoriented with your silence. Everybody's getting paranoid. Everybody's shook because you no longer are speaking on things, not because there's nothing to speak about. Not because your life is looking bad or looking meek or things are wrong. It's because everything is literally going the right way. When you say less, a lot more is going to be bestowed upon you, because it's with certain people and it's with certain dynamics. Less is more. And in my own personal situations as well, because I don't talk about nothing on here that I haven't been through myself, right? So I can relate to a lot of you if you guys relate to the premise here. A lot of things that you guys go through, I've gone through and do go through. I've had to cut the talks completely and to resign to a more reserved way of being, depending on what that person did. Who is that person? What was the problem here? And what started happening is that I felt like I was in more control of my own life. I was in more control of my own day. How is my day gonna go? If I'm dealing with a toxic person and I know all they do is cause drama, I'm going to adopt certain regimens and have new coping mechanisms so that whenever I'm around that person, the same old result does not transpire. And so I feel like I am in a powerful position when I do not speak to certain people, and then they start acting out of whack. They'll do things to try to get you to talk or try to get you to change the way that you're moving now with them. They're getting paranoid. They can't track you. They don't know what you're doing. Now they're suspicious of you when you could have been suspicious of them, which could have really made you change the way that you interact with these wayward individuals. Everything switched, and now they're paranoid of you. They're concerned about you, or they're suspicious of you. They think you're up to no good. They think something's off with you. You got to be planning something on them. You got to be doing something against them, and all you're doing is preserving your peace and integrity, because you need these intact to continue on your path to glory, to success, to joy, to love, to just everything that you want to see happen in your life, which is most likely of the positive variety. Things switched. Now they're on edge. They don't know what to do, right? They'll send people towards you to try to figure out, to try to gauge what exactly is your whole get up here, right? Why did you change how you're talking, how you're moving? Why are you not talking? Why are you not fighting back? Why are you not going tit for tat? What is going on? You don't have time for that. Right? Like, you have other things to do. You don't have time. These old games are all played out. Even Jigsaw is getting bored. Even Jigsaw is getting annoyed. You know, Jigsaw, he plays games in the Saw movies, right? Even he's, up in arms. Like, this is annoying, because at the end of the day, and these people out here who do these things are Jigsaws, right? But this is a scenario that's not going to have a part 2, part 3, part 10, right? Where are we with Saw? Part 10, let it be known in the comments where we're at with Saw. All right. I think it's Saw 10, which is shocking. But anyways, I digress slightly. Let it be known how you feel about the premise of this video, and let it be known if you feel like there are folks who you've closed off. You are not talking to them. You are greeting them with silence instead, and stoicness and confidence. You don't have to speak, and now they're acting like they're worried, like they're shook. Do you see jittery energy? Do you see people panicking? Do you see people trying to do things, clearly trying to bait you into a conversation, almost like to break your silence, right? It's like somebody who is fasting, right? They're trying to like break your silence fast. They're trying to like break it so that you abandon it. And so they get that what they want, which is a conversation, even if it's a convoluted conversation or a toxic one. It's like, why are you not speaking? They cannot track you. It's over with. It's over with. These connections are done, right? Gone are the days where we're sitting around entertaining stale connections, toxic cycles, generational curses. Let it be known what is the prevailing issue here that you silenced. Let it be known who you silenced, what you disposed of because it no longer served you. Let it be known in the comments. This is a newfound vibe that you're probably in. It could be hard to wade these waters of just being quiet, right? And not saying too much to the people who have maybe hurt you a lot. It's a defensive thing too. We could be teetering like, I want to say something like I always do, but when I don't, I feel better because I'm not engaging with these toxic, negative, low down, bad vibes, energy vampires, toxic family, toxic neighbors. We're not talking anymore. There's a shift, right? And you have to be grounded in the very strong choices that you've decided to make, because it's going to be a lot of people trying to gaslight you and try to hoover you back into a negative circumstance that literally offers you nothing to your soul, nothing to your mind. All it does is like poison your mind or taint the path that you're on, and you don't want that. Silence sometimes is a necessary aspect when you're trying to wade negative circumstances that don't serve you. And that's the truth, right? Now they're scared or something. It's like now they're acting like they don't know what to do because you're not giving them any hints, so you're not giving them any clues as to what you're up to. Now they feel like you're up to something. You're up to no good. Everything that encompasses your life is good. You are good. And I feel like, low-key they know that, but they don't want to come to terms with the fact that you could be good even if you're not saying a word to them, or you're not pouring into these withered away connections. You don't have to. So it's making people feel uncomfortable that you have options perhaps, and they're not one of them anymore. And you've moved on and that ship has sailed. You're not going to be anchored down and tied down to withered connections that were not serving you, and they haven't been serving you for quite some time. Let it be known, everybody. I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you guys resonated with the premise. Once again, let me know your stories, your insights. Share it with the Mindset Elevator community. Let it be known if you feel like ever since you decided to take the stance of silence, people have become more paranoid, more anxious, more worried, more on edge. You could be seeing signs. What are the signs that things are now shifted in the eyes of people who could have been against you or attacking you while you stay on your merry way? Let it be known. All right, everybody. I thank you guys so much for helping the channel grow. And I really enjoy the insight and all the commentary. There's so many of you here, and so sometimes I'm not able to get to everybody, but I really try, and I also see all the comments, right? So don't think your comment is going unnoticed, even if I may not acknowledge it right away. I thank you guys for your insight. I thank you guys. I appreciate you guys for all the things you have to say and all your stories that you share, because we need that. So thank you guys. Stay up. All right. And I'll see you guys soon. Okay. Bye.